So for those of you that don't know, I am an owner of a Jamaican restaurant, and I love. There's a lot of Caribbean out there.
Jamaica, the island of vibes, flavor, and pride. But recently, a Trinidadian woman decided to throw some shade at Jamaican food. And let's just say, one Jamaica sister and other Jamaicans didn't take that lightly. Today, we are breaking down the viral moment that has the Caribbean talking, and why you should never disrespect Jamaican food and culture. Stay tuned because this story is juicy, spicy, and full of Caribbean pride.
So for those of you that don't know, I am an owner of a Jamaican restaurant, and I love. There's a lot of Caribbean out there apart from Jamaican. A lot of people distinguish Jamaican. They're mistaking a lot of Caribbean for Jamaican. They just want to hear the accent and they start calling you Jamaican. They don't care. But anyway, this is not what I come about today. What I want to talk about, I wanted to talk about the fact that Caribbean people sometimes beef with other Caribbean people. And I don't know why, because we are all the same. And if you go to our island, it's pretty much are the same for some of us. You know what I mean? Now, I own a Jamaican restaurant, so I, see every type of Caribbean people, and every from all walks of life. And what I don't like, there was a lady who came this morning. She said that she's from Trinidad, which is okay. Got Trinidad people, Trinidad and Tobago. They're cool people. I have a couple of Trinidadian friends. They're very cool people. Okay, and this lady stood here this morning and literally said to me that, is there any pepper on the fish? Remind you, it's a fish. It's a whiting fish. I'm going to show you guys the fish. And for you guys to see that she's just nitpicking. She said if there's pepper on the fish. And I said to her, I said, no. She asked again if there was pepper on the fish. And I said, ma'am, there's no pepper on the fish. And, so I then turned to her and said, I know there's a stigma behind Jamaican food and a lot of the Caribbean's food that our food is spicy, but it's not always the case, because some Caribbean cook with pepper and some don't. And more people do not like pepper, or sometimes their doctor is telling them not to eat pepper because of the effect that it have on their body. So we dim down on the pepper, basically, Caribbean people. This lady from Trinidad and going to look at me and tell me to my face that Jamaican cannot cook. Now, when she said that, I make sure I ask her again, what did she say, so I can hear what she said. She's like, most Jamaican can't cook. She didn't say most. She said, I know Jamaican can't cook, and that's why they use a lot of pepper. Now, I'm in a professional setting, so I can't just say, ma'am, on went off. But I guarantee you, had it been like another Jamaican person, she was telling that, I guarantee you, go out there, lady, and tell one person that Jamaican can't cook. The last time Netta tried that, did you see what happened to Netta? It caused a big riot in Jamaican community. And here we have one lady stood right in front of me and said that Jamaican cannot cook. So when she said Jamaican can't cook, I said, Jamaican can't cook? It's only some people use pepper. So her idea is like Jamaican can't cook. And remind you, had I been if I was a person who liked to argue and liked to just I could have argue with her and said, first of all, you saw a fried fish. So where on earth, God earth, are you going to see a fried fish and think that it's going to be peppery? Everybody already know that the secret ingredient for a piece of whiting fish when it's fried is never going to be spicy. So for you to stood there and then in front of your friend trying to play Jamaican the way you're playing the Jamaican card, saying, oh, Jamaican can't cook. What if I was a person who liked to argue? Just what if I was a person who wants to go off and said, you know what, you want to talk about Jamaican can't cook? Because for a long time, to be honest with you, Jamaican and Trinidad, if we want to be technical, Jamaican and Trinidadian have beef with each other a lot more than any Caribbean. And I don't understand why, and I don't know why, because I love on every Trinidadian. And I don't know if that's the reason why she was throwing her shots, or maybe because she saw her friends. I don't know what the reason would be, but all I know, this lady offended me a big time, because she kept asking if I have pepper on there, and then gonna turn around and say Jamaican can't cook. Then why are you in the restaurant if you think Jamaican can't cook? Why you came here? And then y'all, on top of it, y'all gonna hear this. So she got her meal and she sat down and she eats her meal. Tell me why she called my brother-in-law, which she don't even know, and said the fish want to be seasoned some more, and the rice wasn't good. Whole time her friend was saying, oh, good the food was. And then I went back just because I want to make sure that I'm not crazy. Make sure that I'm not tripping. I actually took a piece of the fish and tasted it for myself, and went back and tasted the rice. So you see, this lady came in here just looking for trouble. I wanted to make sure, and the person before us by the fish, they love our fish. Everybody love our whiting. So it's just like you're here and you want it. And the other lady was from Filipino, but she looks Spanish, and she was saying, you know, I'm from the Filipino, but a lot of people thinking I'm Spanish, but I don't want a confusion, but I'm from the Filipino. And here we have the one lady from the Trinidadian, which we are the same. We are exactly the same, because if you go to Trinidad right now and look at some of the places, it looks exactly like Jamaican. Looking exactly like Jamaica, the island. Because it's island. We're all surrounded by water. How are we going to throw shade at each other? What is the big deal about that? So that's the beef I have today. And I want to vent about it. And she was a nurse, y'all. Just to kind of give you an idea. Like, lady, come on. I know that you don't want the island to live loving, but I'm not going to live bad with any Trinidadian. Because Trinidadian people, I will forever love on them. So the fact that I have one Trinidadian person right here, because when we went through the thing with Neda, Trinidadian people was one of the Caribbean that came to, like, commented on my video that I post about Neda, and they love on us and give us a love and support, and I forever did love on Trinidadian people. So I don't know where this lady came from, but y'all, that's crazy. I wanted to share it with you guys.
So here is what happened. A Trinidadian woman went online and started making some bold claims about Jamaican food. She said things like Jamaican food is overrated, and that everything they cook is too spicy and tastes the same. Now, anyone who knows Jamaican knows those are fighting words. And this lady was trying to jump from the frying pan to the fire itself, because she was creating trouble that she didn't know. From jerk chicken to ackee and saltfish. Jamaican dishes are more than food. They are a story, a part of who they are. So when she made those comments, social media lit up instantly. Jamaicans from all over the world were not having it. The clip started trending across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Everyone had something to say. And then came the Jamaican response. A proud Jamaican woman stepped up, confident and composed. And she decided to educate the lady, respectfully but powerfully. She said, before you talk about Jamaicans' food, make sure you understand the culture behind it. Every spice, every flavor, every dish comes with history and heart. She reminded everyone that Jamaican food isn't just about it. It's about flavor, balance, and love. From the streets of Kingston to restaurants in London, people can't get enough of their cuisine. And she didn't stop there. She said, Jamaicans don't need to defend their food. The world already knows how good it is. And We all know all over the world we have Jamaican restaurants. We have Jamaican foods being cooked in those restaurants, and many people love exploring Jamaican foods. And those people who have never tasted Jamaican foods are always wanting to taste the food, because these foods are, the way they are being described, the way they are being treasured, it makes somebody wants to try them. And that lady coming out and trying to talk about Jamaican food, she made a very, very big mistake, because she was trying to talk badly about Jamaican food, which is their culture, which it is their pride. That is Jamaican pride. A Trinidadian lady who came out and started talking about the Jamaican food, she was just looking for war. She was just looking for fire, because these people, when it comes to their culture, when it comes to their pride, they are always ready for war. And boom, mic drop moment. The internet went wild with applause and support. Now, to be fair, this isn't the first time we have seen a little back and forth between Caribbean countries. Because in the previous video, we have always been seeing Jamaica and Trinidad having friendly rivalry, and there are many reasons why these people are always fighting, why these people are always clashing. Jamaica and Trinidad have always had a kind of friendly rivalry, whether it's music, food, or sports. Dancehall versus soccer, Jack versus doubles, Bolt versus Atto Boldon. They love to compete, but sometimes friendly competition crosses the line into disrespect. When people start mocking another island's culture, that's when things get heated. And the truth is, we don't have to tear each other down to celebrate who we are. We can love curry and jack, reggae and soca, parties and doubles. All of it makes the Caribbean strong and unique. What this whole situation really showed us is just how much Jamaican culture means to people. It's not just about food, it's about identity, pride, and respect. When people disrespect Jamaica, they forget how much this island has given the world. Their music, their language, food, and confidence have influenced every corner of the globe. And these people are always forgetting that Jamaica is little, but they talawa. Their country is little, but they dominate all over the world. It is being known for their hard work. It is being known for their good reputations. Jamaica is known for its good sports, sprinting powers. It is known as the home of sprinters. And this is one of the things that is making Jamaica to be well known all over the world. And that is not a thing that should bring rivalry among Trinidad and Jamaica, because they are in the same Caribbean. They should love each other. They should identify each other with pride and respect. Even if even if you hate Jamaica to that extent, you don't need to come and talk badly about their food or about their people. That lady was so wrong, and that's something they should admit, and that's something they should be ready to apologize, because coming to the internet and talking badly about Jamaica, that was war you were looking for. That was a very, very serious war that you were trying to trigger, because you triggered a lot of people. You triggered a lot of people around the world, not only in Jamaica, but around the world. And a lot of people comment. That's why a lot of people commented on the video. That's why a lot of people reacted on that video, because they felt that you are touching somewhere you are not supposed to touch, because they are always willing to fight for themselves. Jamaica always hold each other's hands. They do not leave each other, because they are always ready to fight for themselves, for their country, for their people. So when someone tries to downplay that, you can expect Jamaicans to stand up with pride and say, nah, man, we are not taking that unit. But here is the thing. The Jamaican woman who responded didn't curse or insult. She showed that real strength is in grace, pride, and acknowledge. And that's what made her response go viral. So, what do you think? Was this Trinidadian woman out of line? Or was this just a case of cultural misunderstanding? Drop a flag in the comments and let's talk about it, because at the end of the day, we are all part of the same Caribbean family. Jamaicans will always defend their culture with pride, and that's something the whole world can respect. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notification bell for more stories celebrating Jamaican pride, culture, and unstoppable energy. One love, one people, and one Caribbean.